Hey guys, thanks for watching Weddings by Cled. Today we are talking about a topic that I can't even believe we haven't talked about before. I'm so excited, I'm celebrating. Today we're talking about shoes, wedding shoes. Shoes are one of my personal favorite things, and I want to talk about wedding shoes. There are so many options out there, just like there's so many options of wedding gowns and wedding venues, but there's a lot of shoes. So, as always, I'm going to give you my opinion. You do with it what you want, but I'm going to talk about some of my top picks. I'm going to show you 5 different pairs of shoes today, and we're going to talk about them in detail. And they are in the economy class, the main cabin, and first class. But I wanted to just talk about shoes in general for a little bit. Now, disclaimer, you guys, this is just my opinion. Everyone's got their own opinion, so do with it what you want. But I'm going to tell you my opinion. And before we get down and dirty with the 5 pairs of shoes that I've chosen, I'm going to talk a little bit about my shoe don'ts when it comes to choosing wedding shoes. So my first don't is white shoes. Ugh, I hate white shoes. I hate white shoes even if you're not getting married. Even with a white dress, I don't think you should wear white shoes because white shoes just like, they steal the show. Like they really like stick out and they're so bright and white, and I just don't think they look good against any skin tone at all. I just think that there are so many cool shoes out now that are in subtler shades, that are in different crystal and different fabrics, and I say no to white when it comes to shoes, wedding shoes, any kind of shoes. Now the second shoe don't is clear shoes. Now before you fire away, I know they are kind of popular, I just don't think they're elegant. I think that clear shoes look just a little trashy. I mean, come on, we're not street walking here, we're getting married. They're super uncomfortable. I mean, it's wearing plastic on your feet. Okay, Cinderella, this is not the time. No clear shoes, maybe for the club or something, but not for your wedding day. So my third shoe don't is black shoes. Black shoes are just as bad as white shoes. Now, if you're goth and you're wearing like a black dress, okay, wear black shoes. But black shoes against a white wedding gown or any color wedding gown that's light or nude, rum pink, whatever's in style right now, no on the black shoes, guys. They're gonna stick out like a sore thumb and you're not gonna see anything but the shoes. Okay, so my fourth don't is leather. I know, you're probably thinking, why can't I wear leather shoes? You can, but this is my opinion. I just don't think leather is formal enough. Leather is more of an everyday, evening, or daytime, but not for your wedding day. Formal shoes, I think, okay, maybe I'm old school, but I think formal shoes should be a silk or a satin or a great material, or they should be glitter or sequin. But I just think leather shoes are a little bit too casual for something as formal as a wedding. So, are you ready to get into it? I'm gonna show you my 5 pair of shoes now that I randomly selected. So you're not gonna get the act of doing this, are you? Okay, okay, so they're just gonna appear.
Except I'm probably gonna put that in now.
Okay, so these are adorable. These are called Jewel. It's the Jewel line by Bagley Mishka. And this shoe is, it's for probably the more sensible bride, the more frugal bride. Reason being, it's definitely flying in the economy class. This shoe retails for under $100. It's got a nice stacked heel, so you know you're gonna be comfortable on your wedding day. And I remember talking about fashion versus function when we did our segment with Studio I Do. So this is definitely fashionable and functional. It's got a little bit of bling on the front, which is really done nicely. I really like this little detail right underneath the heel. Now, this is definitely not something that's gonna last forever. You know, that's what you get with a shoe that's, you know, under $100. So, you know, you might just look at this as something that looks pretty on your wedding day, and you might not think of it as something that has to last forever. You'll definitely get away with this. Now, I am going to put this on and all of my shoes today so you can check them out on my foot, and I can tell you how they feel at first glance. Now, remember, when you're buying your wedding shoes, you want to break them in. You don't want to just put them on the morning of the wedding for the very first time. Break the sole in a little bit so that it's not slippery on the wedding day and your foot's used to the shoe. Another thing that I recommend doing, and this is gonna freak you out a little bit, but bend it right here. And that's gonna give it a little bit of give, and it's gonna make it a little bit more flexible and ready for your foot. Jewel by Bagley Mishka. This actually came out of my own private collection. This is the Stuart Weitzman Nude Song. It's a very popular shoe. It's been around for a very long time. And the reason I have it is because I actually wore it when I was a bridesmaid in a wedding. If you remember my first bride to BFF with Kay Souter, I was in her wedding and this is the shoe that I wore. There's nothing to it. It really shows off my foot. It's a very sexy shoe. It's just this one little strap across the front. And as you can see, it's probably close to almost a 5-inch stiletto heel. Amazingly comfortable though, as you'll find with a Stuart Weitzman shoe. A Stuart Weitzman, you're flying main cabin here. You're in the $395 price range, and it's definitely something you could wear again, and I did wear these again, actually many times. Believe it or not, this shoe was comfortable on my foot all throughout the wedding day, and one thing that I loved about it is my skin tone, and that's very flattering. When you're looking for a pair of shoes, finding a shoe that matches your skin tone is so flattering because it lengthens your leg. It's kind of just like all one unit. It doesn't like stick out and say hello. It just becomes part of you. A shoe like this really, really lengthens your leg, which little 5'3" me really liked. It's got a leather sole, so it wore nicely. I've probably worn these shoes 10 times. Couldn't say, and this shoe comes in, I don't know, like 100 colors. It comes in patents, it comes in glitters, so many different styles. And while it does retail for $395, I have seen this shoe on Nordstrom Rack. I've seen it on Saks Off Fifth for $150, $149. So you could definitely find it. It's out there. It's just a wonderful shoe by Stuart Weitzman, the Nude Song. Something that you're gonna get as you go up the scale of shoe quality, you're always gonna have a beautiful box. There are lots of shoes at this same price point where you don't get such beautiful packaging, but you get the beautiful Stuart Weitzman blue box and the dust bags for each shoe, so that when you travel, your shoes are protected in your suitcase. So that's a little touch that I really enjoy. Hello. Hi. So I am personally biased and extremely excited just to be holding this right now. I'm a Gucci girl. I love Gucci shoes. They're so well made. They last forever. This is definitely flying first class right here. We're in the first row right now. Gucci makes this gorgeous leather and sequin shoe. It's a sandal. It's got a stacked heel. So not only do we have luxury, we have comfort, which is an amazing combination. It makes such a statement, yet it's elegant and it's refined because you've got your sequins and you've got your interlocking G's. It's even got, you know, your little Gucci metal plate on your sole. And you know how, you know, in pictures, all those little details are captured and they're really cool. I've already put these on, of course, because I couldn't help myself out of the box, and you'll see them on my foot shortly, but they scream comfort. I mean, you could go all day and all night in these shoes for your wedding. I believe they also come in a gold and some other colors. There's a blue out there, I believe, and a pink. As far as having it all with comfort, with style, with statement, with bling, you cannot go wrong with this Gucci sandal. Now this retails for $890, and I know that's up there. Here again, I mean, this is a choice that you have to make. Do you want to invest in a shoe that is going to really make a statement? Maybe you've been wanting a designer shoe. You've been wanting to treat yourself because you're worth it. You know, the time to get it is during your wedding. This is It's a really special statement to make. I am, like I said, I'm a Gucci girl. This is like the shoe I was wearing today. This is just another version of this. Now, on your wedding day, you don't want to wear a jute heel because it's just not formal enough, unless it's an extremely boho wedding, you know, in a backyard type situation. But you do kind of want to stay away from the jute espadrille heel. But I can't say enough about the comfort, the versatility. I wear these to meetings, I wear these to weddings, and I always feel like $1,000,000. I'd rather have one pair of these in my closet than 10 pair of subpar shoes. Again, you've got your gorgeous box. You have your beautiful, this is, Gucci's doing a green box this year. Actually, that's newer. And of course, you're always gonna have a dust bag for each shoe that says Gucci on it. So you are flying in style. Love Gucci. So you have heard me say I don't like to see bare feet on the dance floor. That was one of my don'ts in one of my previous don't videos. I really don't like to see bare feet, you guys, and it just looks kind of trashy. I mean, that's just my opinion. And you could cut yourself with glass, and I think it might feel good in the moment, but when you look at the pictures later, you're not gonna be happy to see your little bare piggies on the dance floor. And some girls might wanna wear these all day. So you can wear something like this all day if you are super into comfort, but you still wanna be stylish, or this is something that you can change into later. And this is the white sequin ked by Spade. And it has all the comfort of a ked. It's not a lot of support in there. I'd probably have to put my insert in there if I was gonna wear them. Super comfortable. They have the little Kate Spade logo on the back, which is really cute. And the other little detail that I like is the white satin ribbon for the shoelaces. And something that you could do to even further personalize your white sequin wedding keds is you could add another color ribbon. You could do a blue ribbon, and that can be your something blue, or you could do the color ribbon of your bridesmaids' dresses, or you could give them to your bridesmaids and put the color of their bridesmaids' dresses in the ribbon if you want them to be comfortable too. It's for the bride who wants to get out on that dance floor, dance the night away, and stay comfy. These keds retail for only $85, so pretty economical in the grand scheme. We're sitting in the economy class with these, and they come with this adorable box, which is very Kate Spade, that just kind of slides out like a little drawer. Of course, as a shoe lover, I love bopping around on the Zappos site, and I think I was checking it out one night when I couldn't sleep, and I came across these gorgeous blue satin wedding shoes. I think the color is absolutely beautiful, you guys. It's so unique. I actually haven't seen anything like it in the world of wedding shoes at this price range. This is definitely, we are not only in the economy class, we're sitting all the way in the back when it comes to the price of this shoe at $65. This is an absolute steal. It is actually, it looks to me like it might be a knockoff of another very popular wedding shoe. But it is definitely, it's by Neil Lane, 49 West. And Neil Lane is a very prominent jeweler I'm sure you've heard of. I think he's done engagement rings for Bachelor and Bachelorette, and he's a big name in jewels. So he actually designed the jewel that's on the front. One thing I would be concerned about when you go this inexpensive with a shoe is the comfort. It's hard, you know, there's no question about this. It is a satin shoe, so it's a little bit on the hard side. The heel is very, very high. So that's something that you definitely want to walk around in and make sure that you're comfortable. You know what, you're just not gonna be comfortable, I can tell you right now, in this shoe. But you may be someone that just wants to wear it for some pictures. You know, there's always that. Or you might just want to wear it down the aisle, because this blue, when you kick your dress aside and this comes out, I mean, this is absolutely stunning. This is ethereal. This color blue is so beautiful and so bridal and so feminine. I can't wait to see how it feels on my foot, and I will let you know. So I know I said that we had 5 pair. We actually have 6. We have an encore tonight, you guys. This shoe, I think you heard me mention that the 9 West shoe reminded me of another shoe, and it most definitely is a knockoff of the Manolo Blahnik Hangisi. This shoe has so much history and so much style, and it is iconic in the wedding world for a number of reasons. I am just gonna start by saying it feels good just to hold it. If you could smell how luxurious the shoe just smells. It's got a leather interior, and it's got a 100% silk pump. It's got a Swarovski crystal buckle with 144 separate crystals that have been hand sewn into it. And that's the difference that you'll see with a high fashion luxurious shoe and a knockoff shoe, you know, and that's just your choice. Is this something you just want to wear for a day, or is it something that you want to cherish and make an investment in? Where do I begin with what I love about this shoe? Let me first say that this was the shoe that Mr. Big proposed to Carrie with in Sex and the City. So in lieu of a diamond, second time around, he proposed with the Manolo Hangisi in a royal blue silk that was actually made just for the show. The shoe came out before the show in like 3 colors or something, and now ever since the popularity of that episode, it absolutely blew off the shelves, and it is now made in over 100 colors. So you can take your pick. You can be elegant and sleek for your wedding day, or you can choose yellow sequin because they have it in the Manolo Hangisi. What I love about this color, and it was also similar with the Stuart Weitzman, is that it's the color of my skin tone. And I think finding a shoe in the color of your skin tone is really gonna flatter you. Again, I'm gonna remind you of that. So this is a closed pump. It is, as I said, 100% silk. I have put it on my foot, and I'll let you see it on my foot. It felt like a glove when I put it on. This is true to size. I'm a 7, and this is an exact, this is a European 37. It even has a little bit of reinforcement on the heel. It's got a little metal piece there because this part can really get worn out, especially doing a lot of walking. Now, I wouldn't hike up Mount Olympus in this shoe, but this will definitely get you through your wedding day, and you will feel like $1 million in it. You guys, this shoe is not just first class, this is flying private, okay? This Manolo retails for $9.95, so it's definitely an investment shoe. But I mean, wait till you see it in the light. I mean, this glimmers like it glows. It is absolutely stunning. This comes, of course, with a dust bag for each shoe in the pretty dove gray and the very simple Manolo Blahnik iconic box. So this is my encore shoe. I couldn't end with a better shoe. I absolutely love it. I'm not even getting married, and I kind of want to keep them. So they're just gorgeous, and I can't say enough about them. But there's something about every single shoe that that just glowed, and that's why there's so many different kinds of shoes, because there's so many different kinds of brides. And you guys, like I told you at the beginning, this is just my opinion. As long as you feel comfortable, you're gonna own whatever style you choose. If you want it to be black combat boots on your wedding day, that's fine. Or you want it to be espadrilles, as long as it fits your style and you feel comfortable in it, and you're not trying to be something that you're not, then you're gonna be just great, and you're gonna feel good, and you're gonna look good. So, without further ado, you're gonna see a mini fashion show here as I slip each of these shoes onto my foot. So here's the Manolo Hangisi, and guys, I always recommend when you're trying on your wedding shoes, walk on a hard floor. So if you're in the store or you order them online and get them at home, always walk on a hard floor because it gives you a better feel than walking on a soft carpet. These shoes fit me like a glove right now. I could go a half size bigger because your foot is gonna swell a little bit during the course of the evening and the course of the wedding day. So I could go definitely a half size bigger and maybe put a pad inside. The other thing I love about it is the toe cleavage. Toe cleavage is so sexy, and this definitely has it. It is a characteristic of Manolo Blahniks in general, but this Hangisi is just stunning. It feels stunning on my foot. It's a high heel, but I can hold my own in it. It doesn't feel too high. It's a really good pitch on my foot, so I don't feel like my foot is pushed forward like that. It is made beautifully. 9 West. This is the Neil Lane for 9 West. As I suspected, it's uncomfortable. It's hard feeling. It doesn't have a whole lot of give, and the pitch is not clean as it is in a more expensive shoe, and that means that this whole part of my foot is being pushed forward. It's very unnatural. and it's uncomfortable. I can almost feel a bend in my knee when I'm wearing it. I could not last more than probably 30 minutes in these. So here again, it's a beautiful shoe. It looks great, and I think it might be great for walking down the aisle or taking some pictures, or if you're a real trooper, you might be able to rock these out all day. But the heel is actually really, really high, and they are a little bit uncomfortable, but they're gorgeous. Well, how can this not be comfortable? It's cute, it's comfortable, and I may actually keep these as an extra pair of wedding planner shoes. They're just super comfortable. I can wiggle my toes around, and I feel cute in them, I feel comfortable in them, and they are definitely a pick for a bride who wants to be really comfortable or a bride who wants to put on something really cute for dancing later on. Oh wow, so I feel like I'm walking on a cloud. These are so comfortable. This Gucci shoe, this would be my pick. This shoe has it all. It has comfort, it has style, it will last forever. It's got a weight to it too, so it's made really, really well. You could pair this with a jean after the wedding day, but this will definitely get you through your wedding day in style. This heel is absolutely adorable. It's got sequins all around. It looks good on my foot, it feels good, and it is a winner. So let me tell you what, Stuart Weitzman knows a woman's foot. He knows how to make a shoe. For as high as this is, and like I said, this isn't the maiden voyage of these shoes. I've worn these about 10 times. For as high as it is, it's super comfortable. It matches my skin tone. I think it looks sexy as hell, but the one thing you gotta remember with these shoes, and this is telling me this right now, make sure your feet are in tip-top shape. I've got a few blisters on there from the weekend and kind of need a new pedicure, but it all shows when you wear these shoes. So make sure that your feet are looking good, because they definitely show off your feet. But it's a great shoe, all-around comfortable shoe. Okay, so this is the Jewel by Bagley Mishka, and when I first put them on, they felt extremely comfortable. I could probably go maybe a size bigger. I'd be a little concerned about the length, because the length is perfect on me in a 7, but the width is just a little tight. Now I do have a wider foot, and you can see this is jutting out a little bit here because the straps are very close to the toes. But I think it would probably get uncomfortable later. I can kind of feel a blister coming, but I think this shoe is perfect for you if you have a narrower foot. I mean, you can do some miles in this, you can do some dancing. It's got a very comfortable heel, and I think it looks really good. Well, you guys, thank you so much for celebrating with me today. As always, thanks so much for watching Weddings by Cled. For more information on wedding planning and wedding ideas and advice, you can always go to my website, which is carolinelaraca.com. And as always, please subscribe to Weddings by Cled, because it'll bring you fresh new content like this every single week, and it'll help me realize my dreams. And I want to know what you want to hear about. I hope you enjoyed my episode about shoes today, and if there are any other topics that you want to hear my opinions on, I would love to know about it. Honey, which one do you think?
Which ones are less expensive?
Oh my God.